What this means from an intuitive perspective is that you connect most easily to your intuitive channel, your intuition, through the audio channel, through your hearing sensitivities and capacities. And so as clairaudience, we often find that it's easy to assimilate information through listening, through having something read to us, to listening to something on a podcast or an audio lesson, maybe taking in visual YouTube videos, but that we're hearing them is the most important part for us. As clairaudience, words can flow really easily for us, and we can tend to really find our creative channel through an auditory means. So maybe you feel inclined to create a podcast or to really have some way that you're taking information and you're bringing it out through the world in this auditory way. And as clairaudience, when we tap into the spiritual realms, into the other realms, we usually hear things as voices. And this can be like, you hear about the old stories where you will hear the old music playing or hear the ghosts like creeping around the house and that kind of thing, where someone else might see them. The way your gift works is that you're going to hear them, and you're gonna be able to track things really well through this hearing channel, like maybe you closing your eyes and really connecting in with your hearing is a way that you process intuitive information. That's the way it's going to easily come to you. We tend to be good with instruments. We tend to be good at remembering poetry and a quote we heard and a joke, things like this that are coming in through this channel. We remember songs really easily, the tunes to the songs. We can find ourselves humming and really accessing this channel, this auditory channel. It's easy for us to pick out one particular sound or one particular voice in a crowded room. And people with this gift are really, really great listeners, right? We love to listen. This is how we process. This is how we bring in information. Also, it's really easy, like people that are clairaudient tend to, if they work in the spiritual realms, tend to be mediums because they have this really uncanny ability to really be able to hear the messages coming from the spirit world. And they're able to receive messages from souls that are deceased and have crossed over into other realms because they have this ability to connect in this way. They can also hear angels and hear gifts that are coming into the world. So it's a really, really beautiful gift to hold in this way of, it's like you're the great listeners of the planet, of the earth, of the time. And as you're listening to what the earth is saying, to what spirit is saying, your gifts are bringing it forward through the world. A big part of developing your intuition is really learning to trust yourself and exploring who you truly are underneath all of your conditioning, your stories, your beliefs, the programming that gets handed down to us. And for me, this meant committing to practices, devoting myself to meditation, to getting to know myself, to doing my deep inner work, learning who am I as a divine being, not who am I as Sarah walking through the world, living into everybody's expectations of me, but who am I as my authentic self. And I found that I could only do this in silence, right? In stillness, in really being willing to be with myself. So even if you're new to meditation, I encourage you, right, to 5 minutes a day is great. It's a great place to start. I have a favorite quote that I love, and it says, if you can't find 5 minutes a day to meditate, then meditate for 10. And it really just speaks to how meditation changes our life. That we learn how to bend time, we learn how to understand ourselves differently, to speak up for ourselves, to stand up for ourselves, to live from our authentic truth. So the magic really happens in the quiet, in the shutting out the noise, and being willing, right? Being willing to go within. And welcome to our community. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being on this journey with us. It's so important that we develop our intuition. I think it's the way that we will reclaim our power. It's the way that we can really live authentically. It's the way that we can be connected to what is the truth that is alive within us. I feel really passionate about this, and developing my intuition has changed my entire life. And I want to share that with you because you matter, you count, you are here for a reason, and you're here to make a difference in the world. So thank you.